Empress Mei felt trapped. The weight of her crown was heavier than she had ever imagined. Every decision she made was scrutinized, every move watched. She was a symbol of power, yet she felt powerless in her own life. Her heart ached for Li Wei. She was her confidant, her secret love, the one who understood her like no other. But their love was a dangerous secret, one that could bring ruin to them both. But the throne held her captive. Her duty was to her people. Her love was forbidden. The walls of the palace were both her sanctuary and her prison. She was torn between her heart and her responsibilities. Sleep evaded her. Each night she dreamt of a life with Li Wei, simple and free. In her dreams they walked hand in hand through fields of wildflowers, laughed under the open sky, and shared whispered secrets by the river. Each morning she woke to the cold reality of her palace, to her duty. She yearned for her. The opulence of her surroundings felt hollow without her by her side. The dawn brought with it a new day of longing and unfulfilled desires. One day, Li Wei stood guard outside her chambers. It was a rare moment of closeness, a fleeting chance to be near her without the prying eyes of the court. Their eyes met, a silent conversation passed between them, full of longing and despair. In that brief exchange, they shared their hopes, their fears, and their unspoken promises. In that moment, Mei knew she couldn't live without her. The realization was both terrifying and liberating. She had to find a way to be with Li Wei, no matter the cost. Her heart had made its choice. The weight of the world rested on her shoulders. Empress or woman, duty or love. These were not just questions, but the very essence of her existence. Every decision she made rippled through the empire, affecting countless lives. Her heart had its answer. It beats with a rhythm that spoke of a different path, one less traveled by those in power. A path where love was not a weakness, but a strength. The throne room seemed to suffocate her. The grandeur and opulence felt like chains, binding her to a destiny she no longer wished to follow. Announcing her decision brought a wave of relief. She would abdicate. Her advisors were shocked. They had never seen such resolve in her eyes, a resolve that spoke of a future unknown. The court erupted in chaos. Mei stood firm. The cacophony of voices could not drown out the clarity of her choice. Her voice echoed, "I choose love." It was a declaration that would be remembered for generations, a testament to her courage. She felt a weight lift. Years of loneliness vanished. Replacing it was fear. Fear for their future. The unknown loomed large, but so did the promise of a life lived on her own terms. Fear for Li Wei's safety. The woman she loved was now entwined with her fate. Together, they would face whatever came next, hand in hand. Mei found Li Wei by the cherry blossom tree, their sanctuary. It was a place where they could escape the burdens of the palace, if only for a moment. The blossoms danced in the wind, a stark contrast to the turmoil in their hearts. "I am leaving the throne," she whispered. Her voice was barely audible, yet it carried the weight of 1,000 battles. The decision had not come lightly. Li Wei's eyes widened in disbelief. She knew the dangers. She understood the consequences. The throne was not just a seat of power, it was a cage. Gilded but confining. "We will be hunted," she said, her voice heavy with worry. The Emperor's wrath was legendary, and her reach extended far beyond the palace walls. "Our lives will be in constant danger. Every shadow would be a potential threat, every whisper a possible betrayal." Mei took her hand, her eyes unwavering. She had made her choice and there was no turning back. Her resolve was as unyielding as the mountains. "I would rather die free than live a lie as Empress." Her words were a vow, a promise to herself and to Li Wei. They planned through the night. Each detail meticulously crafted. Every route, every hiding place, every ally they could trust was considered. Their escape had to be flawless. One misstep could mean capture, or worse, the stakes were unimaginably high. Their love depended on it. It was the one thing that gave them strength. The one thing that made the risk worth taking. The palace walls seemed to close in on them. The grandeur of the palace now felt like a prison, its beauty a cruel reminder of the life they were leaving behind. Under the cover of darkness, they fled. Two figures, cloaked and desperate, the palace disappeared behind them. The city gates awaited. Fear propelled them forward. They were free. But their journey was just beginning. Ahead lay uncertainty and danger, but they had each other, and that was all that mattered. Their love would be their shield, their bond, their strength. The dawn painted the sky with hope. They embraced their new beginning together.